Hi everyone, so for today's Scrap Your Stash, I'm going to use this paper pack I've had for a very long time, really old paper. It's just called Floral Cardstock and it's an Griffin set. I pulled it out the other day during Create 10 to make the project where we had the corset album, I guess. I was going to say, I thought I had it here. Where did I put it? I brought a bunch of stuff in the other day, but anyway. And I didn't want to use the pretty paper because I wasn't really sure how I felt about that project, but then I really loved it, so that's fine. But I did make the corset album using these papers, and I just want to use them up today, so we're going to do some just scrapbooking. And then I have these guys. This is new, but of course, scrap your stash, whatever you have in your stash. I have tons of older Anna Griffin, like, border dies. You can use whatever you like to try these guys out, so we're going to try them out today. So yeah, if these are still available, I think they are. And you know what's a bummer is I bought these on HSN, I guess, during November craft day. October, when was it? The last craft day. I don't remember if it was this month or last month. That's crazy. But anyway, it had an auto ship option to it, which I think I picked it up the day before, so the auto ship wasn't there and I wasn't aware and I didn't go back and look. So, oh well, I guess I'll have to keep an eye out and see if I can grab the other ones because I do love a good auto ship. So anyway, we have this guy and we'll link it, like I said, in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. And with HSN possibly embedded in the video here or under the word like shop or something, little shopping bag. Just depends on how you're watching. Now I'm over here looking for the corset album because I do have these other things here. I brought them all in because my friend came to visit and I had her in the RV, our second home. And, oh, this is not, that's from Diamond Press. But I don't know where I put the other things. Silly girl. All right. So we're just going to get right to it. I don't know if I want to do a single or double page layout. Let me see what I have in here. Oh, this is interesting. I like this paper. Oh man. Okay, so we have that one. But see, we have this one. This one is always hard for me to work with, just the design of it. I want to see if I have two of anything. So we have two of this one. This is not my most favorite. I would really like to see this one with what I'm going to do right now, but I really want that for cards, so I'm going to leave that alone. And I know I have, 12-inch paper again. So this is back in the day. They had 12-inch paper, 6-inch squares, and 5x7s. So 5x7s, and then 6-inch paper. So I guess I do have other papers I can do for like cards like this guy. Anyway, let's put this to the side. And the reason I'm doing a double page spread is because I have an idea, and hopefully it works out for us. This paper is so interesting. Like, it's not, the colors are out there, but like, what I'm going to do is cut these down, right down the middle, and then flip this piece. So we'll do that with these guys. And then I'm going to splice them back together by using these borders. I was thinking about doing mitered border, but I've been doing a lot of mitered borders, so I'm like, okay, let's not do that. Or like frames. So I'm going to do something different. I will probably need to grab... Oh gosh, so I have these guys. So I made a video on this. You guys probably still haven't seen it yet because we're going out of town and we're actually going to Disneyland for the first time since, I don't even know, obviously before the pandemic, but I mean the pandemic's still around, but like when it first hit. So since maybe 2018, I don't even know. I feel so bad. Miranda missed all those little years when she was really small, I mean, we used to go kind of often before that, but anyway, I'm going to release this video while we're gone. And so this is the Anna Griffin, like, birthday greetings 3D concentric dies. It's not available anymore. They do have one called Birthday Wishes that's, like, on clearance for, like, $12. Maybe I'll link that one. But I was thinking maybe of using this. But not this guy, because it's kind of boring, like this one. And then if you had a picture, you're going to have to crop it down, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's just so I don't pull out another set. But whatever you have that makes like a 5x7 matte layer would be really pretty if you want to do, several different pictures on there. I don't know why with my Anna ones, I always have like one big picture, So, where are you going to cut these guys down? And then we're going to use these. But let me see the examples they have on here. Okay, so some of these examples, we did something like this, like at Crop at Home. I remember something like that. Again, just a mitered frame. They just put one and then another one and then cut them. So it makes this really... awesome frame. I'm probably going to use it more like, again, to help me put this centerpiece back together. But let's see. We have this like acorny one. Oh, that's right, because this is like supposed to be autumn or something, right? Or what's the whole point? Fall floral. But I think I'm going to use this one. I like the way this one looks the best. These are just like strips. So we'll cut this with some pretty paper or from some pretty paper. But for right now, what I'm going to do is cut these guys at 4 inches. So 4 inches and then another 4 inches. This strip in the center is also 4 inches. I'm going to take this guy. Oh, here it is. Funny. My little corset album. Look at that. Beautiful papers. Let me open this up for you guys. I didn't quite finish this guy, but there you go. And the back, again, I seamed two papers together the best way I thought it would look. And there's still some stuff in the back. And then, of course, you got your pictures, little stickers, all that cute stuff. People have been asking me, they're like, oh, I hear that Anna's not going to sell the Create 10 like kits. And I that's what I'm hearing from you guys. I don't know. I didn't hear her say that. And even during Create 10, I don't remember her saying that. After the Create 10 was over, we were able to buy more of them. Oh, was this the kind... Let me measure this really quickly. It's 12 by 12 and a half. Okay. So, again, her new papers are like 8 by 12. And people were saying it's because they fit in the new Empress plates. And I'm like, okay, but we can always just cut down a 12-inch piece of paper. What's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather do that. What was funny about these back in the day is that if I cut half an inch off the bottom, it's not going to be the same anymore. See how it's like perfectly centered? This the way it ends, this way. So now I'm going to have to cut a 1/4 inch off the top, a 1/4 inch off the bottom, and then do my cutting, which is kind of annoying. But I want a 12-inch piece of paper, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch off the bottom and a 1/4 inch off the top. And this isn't something you typically have to do. So I'm not going to bore you with this, but I'm definitely going to look at this and hopefully line that up nicely. Take a little off the top, a little off the bottom. Oh, that's really scary because I don't want to... See? It already moved. Maybe we're going to go the other way. It looks like this area is a 1/4 inch right to this. I don't have my... Well, I do have my Spellbinders paper trimmer, but I broke it. It fell, and one of these little things broke off. So I can still use it, but it's kind of like not the easiest thing to use. So, okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch off the 12.5 inch side of both of the papers, and I will be right back. So yeah, I'm just kind of wondering, like, if these tariffs we hear about kick in, I don't know what's going to happen with the crafting community or like designers, because a lot of things are designed, not designed in China, but designed here, made in China, and a lot of them are metal and all that stuff that you can think about. So we will see. 4 inches, guys. So 4-inch strips here. So 4 inches off of there, because I'm only cutting it 3 times, or twice. So I have 3 strips. And another 4-inch here. And I'll do the same thing with the other one, okay? So pretty much I'm going to keep them the way they're going to be put back together. Sorry, there we go. Okay, so I got those both cut down. I'm going to run this daisy frame border through some gold paper. I'm very curious about how big these guys actually are. And I do have the larger plates, like to run this through the Empress. You know, do whatever you like, but it does cut a piece that's like 11 7/8, like, or 15/16. I mean, it's almost 12 inches, not quite 12 inches. I am curious to see if these go through. See, that's so scary to me because they will go through this. I don't know if it's too much pressure. Look how much it cut into that, you know, just from what I just did right now. Because a lot of my people will tell me that you guys will put yours through the Empress, like if it's a slim line or something like that. I don't know. That scares me. I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to run 4 gold pieces of paper through these in one of my other machines, and I'll be right back. You know, I don't like wasting paper, so like these are the newer sizes of paper. Again, 8 by 12. I don't know if they're newer, because even Crop at Home, I want to say the last one, or at least the last one, maybe 2, had this size paper instead of 12-inch paper also. What I like to do is kind of give a quick measure and see how big this actually is. Instead of filling this whole thing with paper like that, I can just kind of have a better idea. Now, like I said, this is 12-inch paper. This goes 11 7/8, so I mean, you can see that it's just right on there. So I would say clear the metal, which is, I would say 1.5 inches. So it gives me a little bit extra. So I would cut this down 1.5, and hopefully I can get 4 strips from this. If you think about it, I need 4 strips because what I'm going to do is going to require 4. So 1.5, that'd be 6 inches, and this is 8 inches, so that's good. What I'm trying to say is when you go to do this, make sure you're clearing that end and you have enough paper to get down to the bottom. It's going to be really snug there, right? So there you go. And I'm just going to run that through and I'll be right back. I don't know where a lot of you guys are on your crafting journey, but let's say like right now, I'm just going to run through my spellbinders because I don't know, I just didn't want to hook up my Impress. So most of it fits through, but you have this length that's not going to fit through. So what I do is I look and see where did it last cut? About here. And I make a full sandwich up to there. So just turn around, whatever you didn't cut, run it through. And let's see how we did. Because again, this is a cut and emboss folder, and sometimes it won't cut all the way through, but it looks like we had some success. So there you go. And that was just the regular standard, you know, for the Spellbinders plate system, which is the A and the B, and then just one cutting plate. But yeah, so run through as much as you can, then kind of overlap a little bit at the very end, what didn't fit, and then run that through. So anyway, I'll be back. So there's that. And they all came out pretty well. And again, I just rolled them through as much as I can and then put the rest of it through. You guys remember doing a lot of partial die cutting back in the day? That was a fun thing we used to do. I haven't done that in a while. It's very cute. Okay, so it's a similar kind of technique where you just make your sandwich go to a certain amount of the die, so then it only partially die cuts, right? And then you can do a lot of cute things with that. So I will say some of these ends didn't cut as well. I don't know what that's about because I noticed it and I ran it through a couple times. Like this little bit. I'm going to take that off, clean these guys up, and I'll be right back. So in my opinion, I think what probably happened is, you know, as you're running things through, and I've talked about, when you go to run something through and you put it straight through like this, like the roller would kind of bumps over that first part and then it'll just keep cutting. So that's probably why some of the ends, like I said, just didn't get etched in as well. So I did try to angle them, you know, as I was going through, but I think a couple of them, I wasn't paying attention. Ooh, you know, these little quarter-inch strips, you can definitely use them for something else. So I'll hold on to those possibly. Okay. So for each page, I need 2 of these guys, and I'm basically going to attach these in a way that's going to help me stick this back together to make one page. So I'm going to flip this over, and that's going to be the center, and then these will be the ends. Does that make sense? And I guess I'm going to use a wet glue. What I'm going to do is put these behind, here. And then I'm going to use this as one piece to glue it to that. So this glues that, and it makes it one page, right? I'm trying to see how much of this I want peeking out. Maybe just that bottom part. You know what I'm saying? Just this little edge here. Let's see. Yeah, so just inside that edge. It's so funny because, like I said, it's 11 7/8, but it just fits perfectly. I know it's out of frame for you guys, but maybe I can show it this way, yeah. I mean, it looks pretty much like a 12-inch strip. And if you want to make sure it's straight, I would line it up on wherever, you know, on your grid. Kind of pay attention. I can tell it's a little bit high on this side. I can pull it out from here, I guess. So the only reason I can still pull this out with the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive is because that paper is slippery. Because if it was too porous papers, that would have been stuck together already. Ooh. Okay, so just a little glue there. Put on this other side. And again, I guess that can line it up. There. Just paying attention to where it's completely centered. A little more in here. Okay, I'm gonna let that set up for just a second. Again, the paper I'm using is slippery. And I'm gonna do exactly the same thing for the second one, but I'll come right back. And then this part, I mean, when you go to stick these guys together, obviously I can line this up on my grid, so I have, oh, speaking of grids, Die Impress also has their grip mats on mydieimpress.com, and there are, you know, 50% off the whole site, so like if you guys want to check those out, they are available there. Okay. No, this isn't as straight as I would like, but that's okay. So we're going to glue these guys together. Now, if you wanted to put some dimensionals under here and stick them together with dimensionals, that would look really pretty, but I usually keep my pages pretty flat. So let me see what I have going on here. Like I said, I want this nice straight. So I'm looking at my grid for 12 inches. I know it's out of frame and I can't bring my vantage point any higher. This whole thing that's on the opposite side of the paper, right? Because we just cut that off. So like if you put glue here, it's not going to touch anything. So you want it outside of the edge of your paper. So maybe just here, but you want a good amount because I do want it to hold together. So I'm going to leave that there. Place this guy on here. Again, I cut this paper myself with obviously my trimmer like I showed you, and I don't think I did the best job. So I'm kind of looking at the edge of that paper and where that one starts, and that's where I'll kind of put this together. That looks really good. Okay. So that is one piece now. And then over here on the other side. Again, I'm going to put the glue like more over here. You hear that embossed area? It's like letterpress. Alright. And this side also, looking at where I cut my paper, lining that up right there, and bring it nicely and straight down. Yeah, a little bit more like that. Okay, I'm going to hold that down, and I'm going to do the same thing with the second piece. The colors on here are funky. I'm not going to lie. It's very different. I'll be back. So I have double page layout here. I mean, this can go sideways if you want. Ooh, hold on. Well, if I was going to do that, I would have paid more attention to the way this stuff is facing. I don't even know if it really has a direction, right? I mean, you can even do one page this way, one page this way. I don't like that kind of thing. I like when it just kind of blends together. Should we do it that way? You know what? Let's do it that way. Why not? So we're gonna go this way. I have this cream color paper. Funny enough, this paper is so like old school. Like it's not even creamy. You know, like Anna, a lot of her colors I think are just like a very kind of off-white or creamy kind of base. It's not super white though. If I put a white piece of paper here, you're gonna see that it's not white. But it's not quite creamy like these other colors, you know? But I mean, it's pretty close to white, isn't it? So I'm going to do a cream color anyway. I don't know. And so I'll give a background to this thing. So I'm going to run this through twice and have that as the background. And then this pretty guy, I do have like green. There's a lot of green on here. I guess there's a lot of purple we can bring out too. I'm either going to run this through metallic green or metallic purple paper. Twice, and I'll be right back. I didn't even point out how pretty this is. Look how pretty that is. And it's supposed to be fall, but I mean, it's just pretty flowers. Love it. Double layer that. I mean, all those things. And also, I always run these guys. They're not always, but I mean, pretty much always. If I'm off camera, through my Hello Hobby die cutting machine that I got at Walmart. And I love it. I mean, look at that. It just works. It does everything. A magnetic mat that doesn't actually fall apart with all the cuts I've put into it. I mean, look at it. I don't know if you can see. It's just so good. I love this thing. And then, you know, you get to pop out the little bits sometimes. Sometimes I'll add, if it doesn't look like it cut as well as I would like, I put in a shim, one of these Spellbinder shims, and I add that to my sandwich just to give it a little more thickness, but I don't hardly ever have to do that. I will say the other day somebody was asking about Tonic Studios, if I was going to do their new craft kit for this month. They did not get one out to me. There was some growing pains and like trouble getting samples out, and of course they need samples for like their own things, and some people send in their projects. I don't do that. I take my own pictures and I send them the pictures, so like they have to prioritize different things, and so it's getting a lot tighter right now. I know for Cyber Week I don't have anything that they're going to be offering, and usually that's not the case, but if you saw their sneak peek like email blast, some of the bits, some of the things are items they put out before. So if I have a video for it, I'll do a post since I am going to be gone also. I'll do a post, you know, community tab. So, you know, as you're going through YouTube, you might see some shorts, or you might see like a post from someone you're following. And I'll link it to the video that I had prior already, because I know a couple of the items I already have videos for them. So you guys can check those out, or if you know you didn't get it last time, it's back in stock now, or however. And hopefully you'll use the links I provide there, because I would really appreciate it. Gotta keep the channel moving and growing, and that's one way that helps me be here to to make the videos for you guys. So I would appreciate it. Look how pretty. So yeah, I went with the lilac kind of purple. It's Anna Griffin paper. And then just cream color is from my stash, and I'm pretty sure that that's from Hobby Lobby. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these guys down however you like to glue things down. And I'm going to glue it down pretty flat too, because I do want it to stay very nice and flat. So when you when you crop, right, your picture, I would just kind of have a sense of how big. I mean, it could probably be even 3.5 inches by like 5 by 5, I would say about 5.25 or something like that. Just so that it fits nicely in here, you know, and then you would put your picture on there. Okay, I'm gonna glue these guys together. I'll be right back. So I just have lots of things here, keeping things flat. Oh, that went the wrong place. This goes here and this goes here. Okay. All right, so basically I'm gonna do the same thing with one side that I do as the other, so I'll just work on one. And again, I mean, you can probably get more than one picture on here. I don't, you know, even like that, that'd be really pretty, right? You're covering up a lot of that middle thing, but you can imagine having this up a little bit, maybe this one, so you have 2 pictures. I'm just gonna put the one picture. I mean, it can go this way, but I feel like we're doing this. And again, it's a lot of space on here for just one picture. I understand. Okay. So I just went to grab some stickers. I'm like, I know I have like more everyday stickers of these, and I'm sure if I keep looking for them, I'll find them. But these are like holiday stickers, but I was like, well, you know, Celebrate might work, or Miracle, or, you know, things like this. What else is on here? Oh, Tradition, that's cute. I mean, that is pretty much Love. I mean, that's what I was thinking, something like that. Let's take this. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do with this. I probably shouldn't have grabbed it already, but there we go. So we have Love. And this is just to get something quick on here. But of course you can use, you know, other titles, words, your Cricut, like all these things. So I'll probably put that somewhere. I'm just gonna not stick that down. Well, you know, I should put it over here. All right. And then I have these foil stickers. That's good. So I'll check those out. And then this guy. And I'm thinking maybe I should decorate this side. You can do each either corner. And then this one had purple things in it. I don't know. So I thought, well, let's check it out and see what they have. So the purple is not the same as that, though. This is more of a hydrangea, like that bluish purple. There's quite a bit of pink in here, too, though, on this back side. So maybe we go with some pink. Oh, let's not. Those came together, and they actually look really cute together. So maybe something like that. And then we have some flourishes. Okay, hold on, it's coming together. These flourishes almost look like the ones that are in that paper. Maybe a little flourish behind there. And then the word Love in here somewhere. Do we do more flourishes? Do we do flowers? What are we looking at? There's a bigger hydrangea over here. I don't really like the way that's kind of doing its thing. No. Let's see what we have over here. I have a rose and a hydrangea over here. So maybe another little rose with a little something behind it. Should be the same flourish. Maybe this one. Oh, come on. That rose looks lonely. Okay, that's cute, but it's kind of a lot. Especially the way I do things. Okay, so let's see. Alright, I'm not going to move anything. Let's move this over here. Let's not lose my word Love. This is a sticker, so I'm going to take the back off of it and try to tuck it back in there. And then try to keep things together. I know some of my friends say they do pictures whenever they go to actually put it back so it's back the same way they had it. Some people use like that press and seal. Put it on here and pick the whole thing up, you know, and get your glue going. Whatever it is you need to do. Okay, so with this one, also a sticker. Actually, that's going to be showing, so I'm going to pick it down here in case I damaged the sticker at all. You're not going to see that anyway. Oh my goodness, come on. Alright, oh. So yeah, initially we were going to go to Monterey this weekend, and I already made the RV, plans, and like it only costs, a couple $100 to park the RV for several days, and then there's going to be a monster bomb cyclone, whatever they're calling it. What's the thing called? An atmospheric river coming into the Bay Area, and I wouldn't really consider, well, Monterey the Bay Area, but it's going to go all through the coast there, missing us down here. And then my brother's like, is it not going to hit Anaheim? I'm like, oh. But no, it's not. So we're good. So then we switched it up, and we haven't been to Disney in so long, like I said, and the kids, they're getting bigger. They're going to not be interested. My older son, I was like, oh, you want to go to Disney? Like, no. Why not? But yeah, they do not care about Disney anymore after a little while. I think maybe when they're a little bit bigger, they'll want to go back, but nope. So, all right, we have that there and this here. I was just going to glue this down. I know this is kind of in the way, but whatever, we'll hold it down. Can you imagine turning down a free trip to Disneyland? Like, what? I never went until I was 19 years old, the first time I've ever been to Disney, and I'm from California. But right now, when we drive out there, it takes about an hour. Now, if you ask any sensible person who lives in San Diego, it doesn't take an hour, it takes longer. But it takes me an hour, because I get there, guys. I do not like traffic, so I'm just like a madman. Okay, so let's put this here and here. Maybe. You can also cut the things off. You don't have to keep them completely. All right, I'm going to put this here. There we go. That's cute. Trying to think if this has to... So we're going to pop in our... I have plenty of room for that. I'm trying to think if I need to actually put like a dimensional behind this, but I think I'm just going to leave it. So glue here. I could have just ripped off the little stuff there. I'm going to hold that down, and this is just going to stick up, so when I put it in my protector, it's not going to bother anything, I don't think. Like this guy, I feel like he needs a little bit something behind him. And I can tear that piece off, but that's okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so then we have our little love, and I think I'm just going to pop it right on here. That looks very cute. And then I'm going to do the second page exactly the same or very similar. So I'll grab the little flourishes and things and just go for it. Maybe I should have that one turn out a little more that way, but that's okay. All right, guys, well, there it is. Just, really old papers again. Like, the style is very different. And just go for it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll have images coming up. Anything that's pertinent, we'll link the description box again, possibly right in here. Please, I do have some videos ready for you to go while I'm gone, so if you guys would check those out, I'd appreciate it. And I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I'll probably be back here to check in on y'all before then, so I know I'll be back before then, so I'll see you guys then. But otherwise, have a great day. I will see you all at the next one. Bye now. Before I go, as I'm picking these other ones, I will say they all have ones that are facing left and right, which is very cute. So I can make this exactly how I need it to be for the other side. Okay, bye.